Today I'm going to show you how to administer this RadonAway short-term test kit, including how to send it away and get the results. I purchased it from Menards. Note, I am not a radon expert, but I have performed this test successfully already and have studied all the instructions that came with it. The test will take 3 to 7 days. Check the forecast to see if there's going to be any severe weather during that time period. And if there is, delay starting the test until another time. You will need to close all your windows and outside doors for a period of 12 hours before starting the test. And you'll need to keep them closed for the entire testing period. That doesn't mean you can't leave your house, just close the door behind you when you do. Before opening the package, check the expiration date. That's printed under the clear packaging right here. If it's outdated, return it. Proceed to open it and take a look at this envelope. Note that it has a plastic hanger sticking out of it and some cardboard sticking out of it. Do not attempt to open the envelope at this time. On the edge of one of the sides, look for this number and either take a photo of it or write it down. Do the same for the 2 letters that appear right here. I'll tell you more about those things in a little bit here. Next, you need to locate a good spot to perform the test. You're going to hang the envelope by that plastic hook that's on it. The location needs to be, quote, the lowest level of your home that is used on a regular basis. The location needs to be out of direct sunlight and away from heat sources. It needs to be at least 3 feet from windows, doors, hallways, exterior walls, and vents that have cold air or hot air coming out of them. It should also not be in a drafty area. It needs to be in a room that is more than 100 cubic feet. If you have trouble visualizing how big that is, this storage unit diagram is 200 cubic feet. So it's twice the size you need. Basically, you need a space that's bigger than a closet. It also says avoid testing in places where there is excessive moisture. If there's no way to avoid moisture, limit the test period to 4 days max. You'll need to hang it from something so that it is 3 to 5 feet above the floor. You can use string if you need to. The instructions suggest a ceiling light, a ceiling fan, or even a wall, as long as the wall is a non-masonry one and is not an exterior wall. I'm actually going to hang it from a vacuum cleaner. Before you hang it, you have to prep the envelope, which is a little weird. You have to push inward on these corners to widely open the mouth of the envelope, like you're going to stuff a bottle of shampoo into it. That's going to free up this football-shaped cardboard piece. You need to turn that piece so that it holds the mouth of the envelope open. Pulling on this tongue will help you do it. In the end, you want it to look like this. The football piece should stay in place and have some curvature to it. The instructions note that radon will pass right through the cardboard just fine. There's going to be some gaps off to the side of the cardboard. There's nowhere in the instructions that say gaps are bad, but you can finagle it to minimize those gaps. But what I show here is likely the best you can get it situated. Make a note of the time and date in which you started the test. You need to have it in place for 3 to 7 days. As you wait, you can complete most of the registration process online. If you don't want to register it online, you will need to wait until the test is over and fill out the fields that are on the side of the envelope before mailing it in. If you choose to do the online registration, you can get to the site by scanning the QR code that's in the instructions or by going to the website address listed in the instructions. There will be a series of fields, including ones that ask for the number and the 2-letter code that I pointed out earlier. In addition, it'll ask for the time and date in which you began the test. It will also ask you to enter the time and date of the end of the test, but you can skip that part for now and then just go in later and update it after the test is over. Among other things, it'll ask for the temperature of the room, and it'll ask if you want a reminder to be sent to you to conclude the test. After the 3 to 7 days is complete, cut the plastic hanger off of it. Also grab the tongue and pull out the entire cardboard piece that was inside the envelope and toss it. You'll see some brown material deep inside the envelope. Leave that there. Now you need to seal the envelope. There is adhesive on the inside covered by a white strip. Just pull out the strip and squeeze the mouth together to form a tight seal. You don't want any additional air getting inside, so feel free to add tape to the end of the envelope to make sure it's sealed. Note the time and date. If you're not registering the info online, make sure you put the time and date in this spot here, and also make sure the rest of it is filled out if you're not doing the online registration. I left mine completely blank, and they were still able to process the results just fine because I did it online. If you are doing the online registration, make sure you go back into it and put the end time and date. You can get there by going to the confirmation email they sent you when you did the first part of the registration. Just click the link within it, then put in the time and date and submit it. After that, it gives you the option to purchase some postage. I did not use it, but just note that it's there. The envelope itself doesn't require postage, but I advise you put a return address on it. They say the sooner they receive the kit, the more accurate the results will be, and they need it within 11 days. I ended up just driving to the post office and dropping the package off there. I could have gone to the counter to get faster mailing options if I wanted, and UPS and FedEx are options as well. So after mailing it out on a Monday morning, I ended up getting the results by email on Thursday. It came to my email box, and it's a pretty simple email. It shows within this box right here the amount of picocuries per liter that I had for the radon test, and it puts that number in perspective within the yellow box here. And it also gives me a couple links where I can order a long-term test or find a radon professional. That's all I had to show you today. If you found this video useful, please leave a like. Have a great day.